Hey guys, Roger Wakefield here, the expert plumber, coming to you live to talk to you this morning about can water heaters leak carbon monoxide? This is really a big deal in our industry because we walk into houses quite often where the vent is not hooked up properly, and that actually allows carbon monoxide, excuse me, to be released into the house. So can water heaters leak carbon monoxide? The water heater itself, normally no, but if the vent is not hooked up right, if it's improperly installed, you can have problems. Gas water heaters burn natural gas to create the heat to heat the water. So what happens is those exhaust fumes go up through the flue in the middle of the water heater. And when they go up through this flue, it's so they can go up, exit out to the atmosphere where they're not going to be a problem. We've got carbon monoxide in the atmosphere, very low levels, not enough to hurt anybody. But if your water heater is installed properly, more direct to the point, if the vent is installed improperly, then you can get carbon monoxide gas in your house. Now, if you look at the top of the water heater, you've got the little chimney funnel on top, and then you've got your flue pipe that sets right down on it. Guys, it should set down on it securely. The weight of the pipe should actually keep it setting on it. I've actually walked in houses where the piece of pipe has been pulled off. I've walked in houses where the piece of pipe has been set over to the side where it's not lined up. Guys, anything like this is going to allow carbon monoxide to get directly into your house. Now, if it's improperly installed or it's poorly vented, if that vent is clogged, one thing I like to do when I go in and install a new water heater is take apart the vent and look in it. Make sure, is it clogged up? Is there a bird nest in it? Is there a nest that maybe dropped down from the top? Did an animal crawl down in there? Did an animal pull the top off the collar off the vent or the cap off of it and climb down in there? That doesn't happen very often, but I have actually found a squirrel down inside of one before. So when that clogs that up, those fumes have no way to get out. So what they do is they release into the house. Now, a water heater is not the only thing that can create carbon monoxide. Your gas furnaces up in your attic, if you look at them, they've got that type B vent, which is the double wall vent, coming off and going up through the roof. And that is to get the carbon monoxide, to get those fumes, to get that exhausted gas burn, smell, fumes, everything out of the house. And I said smell, there's really not a lot of smell to it. You need a gas meter or a carbon monoxide detector to come in and test for it. But guys, it's a gas that can make you really sick and even lead up to death. So your gas furnace and your water heater are the two biggest things that can cause carbon monoxide in your house. If they're not properly vented or they're poorly installed, either way, guys, this can lead to problems. This can lead to problems for you. It can lead to problems for your kids. It can lead to problems for anybody that stays in your house or comes in your house. We all have different tolerance levels as to what we can take and what our bodies can handle, but carbon monoxide is a gas you really don't want to mess with. So I said earlier that it could be deadly. There are some signs to look for, but before I get to the signs, guys, go look at your water heater. Open up your closet. If your water heater's on an interior closet or out in the garage, and look at it. Is that vent pipe setting down securely on your collar or on your funnel up on top that actually gets your fumes out, concentrates them into that 3 or 4 inch line and takes them out? Is it setting securely on it? If it's not, you might need to wiggle it. It may have rotated. There could be a lot of different things. If it's a single wall vent, which you can have single wall directly off the water heater going up to right before it penetrates the ceiling, there should also be a collar or a pie pan right there above it where it goes through the ceiling, because that should be cut open to where you've got 1 inch of clearance between your double wall and any combustible surface. So you want to make sure that's installed right. Also, a fresh air intake. If yours is on an interior closet in your house, you may have a 4 inch piece of pipe that comes down to within 12 inches of the floor. That's to bring fresh air in, and then your exhaust going out like I said, to get the expelled gas fumes out. So back to me saying it's deadly. Guys, the symptoms for carbon monoxide start off with headache. Okay. If every time you go home, you get a headache, even if it's a little headache, this is something you may need to check. Then it can lead to weakness, then dizziness. When you're moving around, all of a sudden you get up, you've been sitting in the chair for a while, you get up, you're kind of dizzy. Nausea and vomiting. Guys, those are 2 signs of carbon monoxide poisoning. Shortness of breath, and then confusion. You can also get blurred vision. You can get loss of consciousness. Guys, loss of consciousness is the one that once you reach that point, these carbon monoxide levels have gotten so high that it is really damaging your body. So the bad thing is, after loss of consciousness, if you're there in that situation too long, it can lead to death. Carbon monoxide is one thing you don't want to mess with. It's one reason why we tell people, look, plumbers are or water heaters are supposed to be installed by licensed plumbers. They're supposed to be inspected. They're supposed to pull a permit on it. Guys, these are big things for this reason. You want to get that plumbing inspector in to look at it to see if the job was done properly, if it's vented properly, and if it's installed properly. Guys, inspectors are going to check things like your fresh air intake. Is it big enough? You need so many cubic inches for every BTU. So they go through, they look, they check, they make sure things are right. Guys, when it comes to gas, that's one thing that we tell people. Yes, here in Texas, if it's your homestead, you can actually work on anything in your plumbing system that you want. You've still got to pull a permit just like we do. You've still got to get it inspected just like we do. Guys, if you don't miss those steps, there's nothing wrong with doing it. But on your water heater, 2 big emergency things are: make sure that your flues ran out properly. Make sure that TMP valve is tied in and ran properly also. These are things that can lead to death. The plumbing industry is very serious. I take it personal, and I take pride in everything that we do. Guys, I've done videos to tell you, look, this is something you can do yourself. But when it comes to gas, when it comes to carbon monoxide, when it comes to natural gas and gas water heaters, or even gas appliances, your stove, your furnace, anything at all like that, this is something I normally tell you to leave to the trained professional. Call your plumber. Hopefully you can get him out, get an inspection on it, get it checked out, get things done right. If you're not sure about your flue pipe, or yours doesn't look right, or you can look at it and think, you know what, I'm probably getting gas out because of this connection or the way this is, or if it's pulled apart. Guys, it can be very dangerous for you and your family. And with the symptoms that I've read, those are not things that you want to put anybody in that situation. So guys, again, if you like this channel, please hit the subscribe button, subscribe to our channel, share it with your friends, tell them about it. We put out videos to give you information, to let you know what we're trying to do for you and how we're trying to help you. These plumbing videos are to make you a more informed public. When you go to call a plumber, whether it's me or somebody else, at least now you've got information that can help you out and help you a lot. My name is Roger Wakefield with Texas Green Plumbing, saving you money one drop at a time.